We're in game number 3 now. And Barles has looked as good as you would expect. And God's Prisoner is going to TC here? No, bro. No. Or maybe yes. I mean, maybe it works. So hold on. Let me go back. Let me show you guys how this starts, okay? So on Golden Hill, you start with your 3 vills on the hill. And then there's a crossing. And on that crossing are 2 sheep. So you typically, because you're in the dark, you don't have a scout. You want to walk down the hill. You find your sheep. You place your TC where there's food and wood. And, you know, you adapt from there. God's Prisoner says, I see gold. This is too perfect for me. I'm down 2 games. We've got to do something. We've got to do something crazy. So there's no wood up here. There's no food up here. If he doesn't know about these 2 sheep, he is completely cooked. Because those sheep help you find boars and, like, really whatever else. This is like... I think he's going to struggle. But this is where most of the golden stone is. So Barles could struggle if blue can hold this position for longer. Maybe he's got a build order. Barles is the Italians. He's going to drop a very nice TC between the wood lines. And as you can see, Barles is scouting with sheep. That helps you find more sheep. That helps you find more boars. There's also areas with shorefish around that you can build mills on later on. There's 7 tiles of golds on the, I guess, like the player starting area. And okay, so he builds the TC there. And now you're just going to walk this way anyways. So, okay. Well, he finds the sheep, but he has to eat the sheep. He can't dock because he has to go for a lumber camp. And he forgot a house. Oh, oh man. This is so sad. He played so good the first 2 games. I mean, he probably didn't play a lot on this map. This is very different, of course. He probably lost all hope. Okay, he found the boar. Yo, he found the boar. I think he wants to dock, and now he's like, oh, my build is all scuffed. I can't do that. And now I need to scout with sheep. Okay, so hold on. He's got this, guys. He's got this. He's got this. He's got this. Okay, don't lose that vill, please. This could be a really fast game. He's going to be going uphill. All right, so he's going to scout with this sheep because he's going to get the boar. Here he goes. Brings it underneath the TC. Barles, other on the flip side, got some on wood so he can make fish. Already has a fishing ship. And has scouted everything. So he can find more pigs. He can find more boars. And now blue is going to go scout with a vill. Any chance this is a strategy to have priority in middle? You can have priority in middle after you TC the outside, and that can be a strategy, but your start is going to be so brutal if you do what blue has done here, and this is a perfect example of it. You need to use those 2 sheep to scout, and the first thing you take is your boar for food, not the sheep, like Barles did. Barles hasn't touched the sheep. The sheep are the scouts. Like, we added them for this reason, because we knew how brutal the map would be if you didn't have something, guaranteed. I just think probably just not a ton of prep. Huge underdog. He played very well in the other maps. But he's probably finding out the hard way now, the situation here. Now, if he can get a mill down on the shorefish, this is a lot of food. So that could work out. And then maybe he gets lucky and finds the pigs here. Yeah, this doesn't control all the middle, right? Barles can always come in with something later on. Now, what's wild is Barles would never expect his opponent is here. Ever. But what's probably going to happen is Barles could go for Navy, and then Barles' Navy can actually disrupt the wood line. That's another reason. Like, if blue goes Navy, Barles has the TC nearby. It kind of protects. Bengalis do get the additional vills. They do have the repairing, the auto-healing ships. But this is a lot of inefficiencies. Look at total worker efficiency right now. 70% for God's Prisoner throughout the game, 83% for Barls. And 70% last minute for God's Prisoner, and 87% for Barls. And this should add to a bit of a snowball effect now, which should make this pretty over. The first 2 games were super good from God's Prisoner, so I hope you guys remember that, and not this one. Barls. Has he not located... He didn't locate this gold or this gold. Ooh, I've never seen that before. Wow, so that's really unlucky for Barls. So he actually doesn't see any of his gold, and he's going to mining camp the middle. And that delays his mining camp as well, right? So it delays his uptime a little bit. The Barls will be in the middle. Here comes Blue with a very, 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 very long boar lore up the hill. Blocking. All right, keep moving. Can this guy help you as well with a little block? Little block? Nope, no block. Bill's just waiting because they have no job to do. It's just, yeah, this is just a rough build. How many people here have signed up for the Wandering Warriors Community Cup? We have a command for that, by the way. It's not WWC2. It's WWCC2. I forget if it's a 2, because technically we didn't do the T90 Community Cup for the first one. So anyways, we have a WWCC, which is the Community Cup. Or sorry, this tournament maps, but it's community tournament, so you can play at any elo. We have a bunch of signups already. I asked that because some people have been asking questions recently when we do community tournaments, and I could tell they want to know what they should do. So, I wouldn't suggest doing what God's Prisoner has done on this map. You can always prioritize the middle after a better start. Is there any elo requirement? You can be as low or as high elo as you like. It's separated into different groups. So we've got 3 docks here for Barls. And he's going to be going for galleys. Has since found some extra boars. He's found his gold if he wants to fall back. God's Prisoner does not know he's there, funnily enough. And God's Prisoner is bringing in another boar. It's just such a painful distance to have to walk with the boars. He's done a great job finding boars. I'll give him credit. I mean, okay, I'm being a little judgmental. I will say, if his strategy is to go fast castle drop in the middle, this could get interesting. But he's not going to be able to take wood. So he needs a new lumber camp. And okay, he's going to back away there. Barls has an idea of the enemies here because he sees the house. And he must be super confused right now. Like, no one... Like, I was never expecting anyone to TC the middle like this. He could see the vills there. So he seems to know that God's Prisoner has a TC there now. But Barls also knows the opponent doesn't have a dock. He's double-checking that over here. So if the opponent doesn't have a dock, he could just spam fish like crazy. And that's what he's going to do. So he's going to be on 10 fishing ships soon. And he's also mining more stone to maybe build a tower. And he's going to want to deny any stone income from God's Prisoner. You've lost the first 2 games. And you played your best. Game 3, time to take some risks. Switch it up a little bit. That's what God's Prisoner's trying. He's so at the limit with resources. He's just now going to get the blacksmith. But I think he can buy a castle, guys. There's no way that Barls can fully deny the gold because the gold's right underneath the TC. So this is maybe doable. And then you drop the castle in the middle. It shoots both those towers down. You can immediately make some Ratha. And the Ratha could maybe kill some of the vills. I mean, what would be crazy talk is if Barls actually walks across here to get to the other areas of the eco. No way he's doing that. Look, he knows that there's vills over here that are unprotected. And because he has navy... Oh, wait, he's going to tower? Oh, shoot. He is going to tower. Okay, so he's going to try and tower the gold. That's fine, though. Honestly, you let that happen if you're blue. You still just need to buy 100 more stone, and then you could just let that tower be there. And you could drop a castle in the middle, and the castle in the middle still does the job you're looking for. That's fine. You still take the other gold. I thought Barles was going to try and, like, sneak archers over here or something, which I think would be really strong. All right, let's go. He's going to buy the stone. Here we go. He's going to buy it. Well, he can't build the castle right now. Just let it happen, dude. Let it happen. I know it's uncomfortable. Just let this happen. Don't give this any respect. At least right now. You just have to be prepared. Maybe delete your house and then just drop a castle right in the middle. I'm not in love with that castle. Because, well, it's fine. It accomplishes what you're looking for. It takes down both of the towers here from Barles. And it can give you access to the other stones and golds here. He's going to get fletching. And Barles is leaving the middle. And Barles is maybe a little worried right now. Maybe a little worried. He's going to stonewall up. He shifts back onto the gold that's at home. But now where I'm really interested is what happens with these vills. Like, where do you go if you're God's prisoner? Do you go to the main base of Barles and try and do damage there? Or do you come get the vills that snuck across? Does he even know that the vills came across here? Wow, he's going to place a mining camp here. This tower is still a problem. He maybe needs to try and deal with this. He really should be taking the gold. But I think he wants another castle. Very messy situation right now. And Barles knew. Barles knew he had to keep these units out. If these units got through, God's prisoner would actually have a chance. Man, is anyone else impressed with the build all of a sudden for God's prisoner? I still don't think that it's necessarily ideal at the start. But he has found himself again in a situation where he's only 3 workers behind. He's made it to Castle Age at a pretty reasonable time. It's a pretty difficult spot for Barles to play out of. Just giving himself a chance. Barles has been really, really unique, though. Oh, man, Barles! Dude, this is actually crazy. Barles is going to stonewall this. So the Ratha can never come over. Wow, I never thought I'd see a player control both crossings here. What in the world? That's ridiculous. It's also super smart from Barles. He's like, fine, you don't want water control? Then I'm going to just wall up the choke. And now Barles could maybe take this gold over here. Barles might not need his gold at home. Now, does Blue have any clue this is happening? You could maybe see the vills. He's taking down the towers now. I think what's going to happen is Blue is going to be attacked here. And he's going to try and react to it. And he's going to try and send his units home. And then he's going to run into the wall. He's going to be like, well, crap. And then he's going to call the GG. Let's see. Oh, a transport! Let's go! Transport ship! Yo! This is what Wandering Warriors is about. All right. So he's going to get over to Barles' side with a transport ship. There go the Ratha there. A knight and scout here potentially could get all these kills, though. Okay, so the other two make it across. I don't think the transport will survive. Barles needs to defend. He does have some monks. There's no defense here, though, for God's prisoner. And he's going to drop another castle. Yo, let's go, dude. Let's go. But this is devastating. And, like, Barles always just has enough, it seems, to defend. God's prisoner hasn't looked over here at all. So he's going to complete the castle. But he hasn't really done anything with the Ratha yet because Barles has the monks. Oh, man. I still think if you're going to go out and get swept, you want the series to be exactly like God's Prisoner has had here. The first 2 games were really respectable. The game number 3 was an all-in, crazy, entertaining type of style. He really threw Barls for a loop. Really made Barls adapt. But there's not going to be a single villager over here for blue. So these got, like, this is funny. He's got only golden stone. And Barls is going to lack golden stone long term. So blue's probably not going to stop here because he's like, well, what's Barls supposed to do without golden stone? I've got it all. Good luck. The answer is if you have gold, if you have enough gold to make monks, you could probably hold from the Ratha though. And I guess you would expect Barls to eventually hit Imp at a pretty decent time. Are we seeing petards now from God's Prisoner? He just bought food for petards. He has no chill. He has absolutely no chill. These are the types of players that we wanted in Wandering Warriors Cup. You know, the 2K, 2K1, 2K2 guys who probably aren't going to make a deep run, but they know how to play crazy maps and just send it. Those 2 units get sent to heaven. And these units as well. So he had to delete those units because of the conversions. He's going to petard through here and castle drop again. Oh my goodness. Where's the best spot, though? There's really not an easy spot to drop a castle there. He's got 900 stone. Meanwhile, Barls probably can't believe how little this guy has over here. He's just going to make a siege workshop, probably to take out the houses. Why doesn't he transport vills? There's no navy, right? Like, the opponent has galleys. These galleys took out the transport last time. He has no wood. And you can only put 5 villagers in a transport. You need probably, like, 10 to 15. So it's not as easy as that. Barls has a crazy economy. He knows there's only a couple Rathas here. Blue losing the market is going to be devastating with the way this economy looks. And let's go! Let's go! Some people roll over and die without a fight. Other people, like God's Prisoner, they know how to bring it. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Bring it all! Bring the petards! Bring the Ratha! Barls is imping right now. There go the petards. Through the house. Through the house again? Oh, we found a spot! Move! 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 Move, villagers! Move! No! Barls built a gate over the only spot that he could build a castle. And the castle spot is denied, and God's Prisoner can't believe it. He can't believe what just happened. Oh, he's gonna try again? He's gonna try again? Barls built a stone wall now. No, Barls! What have you done to the poor guy? Oh. And God's Prisoner resigns. What a moment, dude. What a moment. I mean, clearly, he recognized that there was going to be a castle there because there's villagers. Like, let's look at it from his perspective, right? This is from his perspective. He sees the vills there. You don't bring villagers forward like that for any other reason. And then, because of that one freaking vill, you know that there's a castle-sized building trying to be placed there, but the villager was just standing over top of the foundation. Barls played that perfectly. Now, is the game going to be won if that castle goes up? Well, there's other things to look to there. Red was on the way to Imp. Things were still going to be okay, I think, but obviously the castle doesn't go up, the game ends. What a fun series, though. Well played from Barls and from God's Prisoner. If you have the salutes, and you all should have the salutes because it is a follower only. Sorry, it's a follower emote, so you don't even need to be subbed to do it. I think both deserve their salutes. We got Barls moving into the second round, gonna make a deep run in this tournament, I'm sure. And then God's Prisoner crashes out, but he played very well.